Good night, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Hotspot. I'm glad to have your company on this wonderful Thursday night. As you may have heard, we've got a huge show lined up for you tonight. Marie catches up with Queensland legend and NRL legend Mal Meninga as he gives us a brief rundown on what plans they have for the third Kumuls camp that'll be held a bit later on this month, and also what tricks he has up his sleeve for the Maroon side as they take on New South Wales in Game 2 of the State of Origin. But that'll be all on a bit later on. In breaking news from the NRL, Jamie Soward is heading off to the Super League to play in England for the remainder of the season. He's also signed up with the Panthers for the next 4 years. So some bad news for all you St. George Illawarra fans, but good news for Jamie Soward fans as his NRL future is no longer in doubt as he's signed up with the Panthers. And now over to Rugby Union, and I'm joined by current PNG Pukpuk's head coach, Al Manning. Good night, Al.
Good night, sis. How are you?
Good, thank you. We've got the Foru Cup coming out in under a month. How have preparations been for the Pukpuk so far?
It's been a fairly long road for some of us. We started training in January, doing a lot of S&C, strength and conditioning sort of stuff in January. We've visited a few of the outer regions as well, just to check out some talent out there. We've had a tour over to surface as well, so the Gold Coast, Bond University, which we came back and we're now starting to solidify our team. So
a pretty well prepared preparation so far. Sorry, you've also got trial matches this weekend.
Yeah, so this weekend is our final trial match. So there's plenty of positions still up for grabs at the moment, and it's a genuine opportunity for many of the players that are coming in from Canberra, Brisbane, Kimber, Booker, Rabaul, Lay, Madang, and also from the NCD. So it's going to be a good trial match.
Yeah, so that's obviously part of your role. You've obviously got on. You wanted to get a whole sort of team as opposed to recent years where it's been mainly Moresby and Lay dominated.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happened in the past, but yeah, that's definitely been this our coaches have had a focus on trying to get out there and get all the talent that we can. And I think that we've done a reasonable job, but it's something that we're looking to get better and better at in the future. So yeah, I think we've done a fairly good job at the moment with the talent that we've got in.
Just on the Foru Cup, we are the reigning champs. There's been talk about the Solomons and Cook Islands that are pretty well prepared, and also Tahiti. So how do you intend to approach this tournament?
Look, it's our first past the post competition, so every game is you need to win. And the way that we've struck, we're lucky enough to have the Solomons first up, then Tahiti, who might not be the favourites, and then it could be a clash for the title on that Saturday the 13th against the Cooks. But we're going to be taking every game as it comes, and we're trying to win every single one and win convincingly each time.
You're now without the services of past players, the likes of Villarikis, Raymond Romulus. The crop of players that you have now, you pretty confident with what you have running around at the moment?
Look, the guys in the past have done a fantastic job for their country. What we're trying to do with our current sort of coaching structure is we're trying to bring a lot of the under-19s in. And we hope to see that at least, I think there's 5 under-19s who played in the under-19s tournament in Samoa last year, who are actually in the trial match this weekend, and I'd like to see them put their hand up. I think Josh Fakona, who's pushing for the starting position at hooker. We've got Ezra Kautu, who's got a tremendous opportunity to be a starting 6 as well. And also Butler Morris over from Morrowby, who can actually come over here and give it a good shot and see if he can get in the side. So looking forward to it.
Also, some of the players you've got coming in from overseas, what sort of forwards, backs, or?
Predominantly, we've got some sort of the backs at the moment. We're looking at hopefully trying to place some of our younger players down into Brisbane and possibly Canberra in the near future, and hopefully we can start developing those younger players out there. But we're looking at predominantly sort of the 10s and your 15s, so you're sort of smarter sort of rugby players.
And before we close up, is there anything else you'd like to add, or?
Look, this is a fantastic opportunity, and it's important to note that this game, if whoever wins this game actually moves forward into a Rugby World Cup qualifier against Fiji. So there's a huge opportunity here for PNG and the Pukpuks, and hopefully we'll see you guys down there to support us, because there's a lot riding on this tournament.
They have it. Al Manning, head coach for the PNG Pukpuks, the 15th side. So the try match will be on this weekend down there at the Moni Abava Park. So please get out there, support the boys, and please join us after the break. We'll have Marie catches up with Mal Meninga.
Welcome back, viewers, to Hotspot. Now we have the pleasure of speaking to Mal Meninga, who's back in the country. Welcome back, Mal.
Thanks, Marie. It's nice to be back on Hotspot.
Okay, you're back for the training camp?
Yeah, no, it's our third camp, Team Kumul, progressing really well. The players, they're showing some really good signs at the moment, and there's a willingness to learn. They're enthusiastic. It's been really good, and I really enjoy my participation with it all.
Okay, before we talk about this current camp, how did the past two go?
We've come a long way, I reckon. I think from where we started, we're not quite sure about anything really, So it's all about learning and making us better people and better players. I think that's really important. The players, I think they've been really positive with it all, and our testing has indicated that they're fitter and faster, and they're a bit more knowledgeable about what they should be, how they look after themselves, and about the way we should play. So just trying to get all the basics right, all the fundamentals right, execute skill at a high level, and that's basically what all the developing nations do. That's what Australia does. That's what New Zealand do really well. They execute basic skill really well. So, we've got a way to go, but we're making some really good progress.
Okay, speaking about looking after yourselves, are there any injuries that are a concern at this moment?
We've got a couple. Young Paddock from the Gurias, I think, might be out. We'll see how things pan out there. He's got a knee problem, but who knows? We're not quite sure at this stage.
Is that the only concern at the moment?
Yeah, and everyone's fairly fit and raring to go. So we're very aware that it all played yesterday on the weekend on Sunday. So we didn't do too much today, just a bit of educational stuff, a bit of skill, and they responded really well, and they're all fit and healthy and looking forward to it.
We didn't see Israel Eliab on the field today.
Oh, he's just got a crook ankle at the moment. That's just wear and tear from normal games, So I don't think there's anybody that plays rugby league who's not carrying some small niggly injury, and he got that yesterday. So it was a bit unrealistic for him to run today if it's as serious as what we think it is.
All right. Could you just go through the program for the current camp?
Again, it's about getting the players together. We're still looking at the skill level of the guys, and to see how they handle a bit of pressure, a bit of education, see how they handle the week itself. So mentally, that's really important. We've got a routine of testing, whether it be fitness or skill levels or weights in the gym. We've got nutrition education as well. How to prepare, how do you recover from a session like this. So we'll go back to the hotel now, and they'll sit in ice bars and mend their bruises and the fatigue they got from yesterday. We'll feed them really well. Hopefully they'll get plenty of rest through the night, and we'll get back into tomorrow. And then tomorrow and the next day, it's all about educating. So we'll just get into strategy, game plans, what you do in certain positions on the field. So hopefully, when it comes to World Cup, everyone's got a really good idea and understanding of where to be at the right times.
Looking forward with the squad for the World Cup?
Yeah, no, it's I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be interesting because this has never been done before. So it's been fantastic uptake by the PNG Rugby League, and the government's right behind it all, and all the clubs, the Digital Cup, the clubs have been right behind it. So it's unprecedented when you talk about our preparation. I still think that it's a little way to go yet, but it's a 5-year program. So I'm thinking that we'll do really well in the World Cup this year. We're very competitive. Whether that's going to be good enough to have any sort of early success, we'll see what happens. It's up to the players and their attitudes. But I think in 5 years' time, hopefully, we'll be hosting a game here in Port Moresby or somewhere around the country in the World Cup, and Papua New Guinea will be flying high.
We'll go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Coming up on the other side, we talk to Mal with a quick preview for the Queensland Maroons. Welcome back, viewers. Now the Queensland Maroons, we are one down in the series. What are we going to do, Mal?
Well, hopefully play better, hopefully start better. We a little bit disappointed with our first up performance, but, a lot of faith in the players, and the players got a lot of self-belief, and, we know our preparation was right, but we just couldn't get it quite right in the night. So, for the majority of the game we played all right, but our start let us down. 14-0's a long way to come back in Origin. We're down to 14-0 at half time, but credit to the team and the players. good attitude in the second half, and fought back and won it 6-0. So we're in it. We're still in it to win it, and we'll get it right next game hopefully.
Funny you mentioned the halftime score. Queensland never has really come back after being
So far down.
behind in the first half.
Well, we've done it a couple of times. I remember in 2017, I think, or 7, sorry, where we're down 14-0 at half time. We come back and won 18-14. That was at Suncorp Stadium. So, and then the first year in 2006, we're down 14-0 in the first game and just got pipped at post 15-14. So, and we've been there, done that before. And we've been 1-0 down a series before too. So, we've experienced all this before, but that doesn't mean to say that we're going to win. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of effort goes in. That preparation has to be smick. We've got to make sure that we pick the best side we can, and if we do that and our preparation is good, well, it gives us every chance to, make it 1-1.
What did you think of New South Wales' lineup? They had 4 debutants, and Maroons had the more experienced players.
Yeah, we're out-thoused and out-muscled, in the first initial stages of that game. So they beat us to the punch. They were pretty good, and not taking anything away from New South Wales. They came to play and they scrambled. The defence was really, really strong as well. We made a lot of breaks, and I think we something like 4 times we either pushed over sideline or was a try disallowed. So we. But that's a positive for us too. We know we can get into space and score some points. But their defence was outstanding. So we were out-thoused and out-muscled, and we've got to match that.
You're up against your former Cameras teammate, rookie coach for New South Wales.
Yeah, no, it's 1-0 to him so far. So but that's not my motivation. My motivation is to make sure that the players play their potentials, and I think they're a little bit disappointed with the way they went about their business on Wednesday. So again, the week will be all focused around the players and caring for them, making sure that they're in an environment where they can be successful.
Are we looking at any changes for Game 2?
Oh, no, not really, unless there's some injuries or suspensions come our way. I've got a lot of faith in the team. We've had a lot of success in the last few years, and so we're only 1-0 down, 1 loss. But we all like to get away to a good start in a tri-series game match. But I've got a lot of faith in the group, and I'm pretty sure that we'll play a lot better this time.
And looking forward to your 8th consecutive win.
Well, it's a long way to go now. We asked me that question, we're 1-0 up, but the pressure's on now, I suppose.
Right. But we do wish you all the best with the Queensland Maroons for the next game and the series as well.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. We're at home next game, so that's a bonus for us. But I'm pretty certain and positive we can turn it around.
Right, man. Well, thanks for joining us on this show, Mal.
My pleasure. Nice to be on Hotspots.
All right, we'll go for a break now. When we come back on the other side, there's lots more on Hotspot.
Welcome back, viewers, and unfortunately it's that time of the show where I have to say good night, but I hope you enjoyed the show. Hotspot for this weekend in the nation's capital, we have the Hebo Shield that continues down there at the Amini Park, and also AFL Men's Senior Football, Saturdays at Murray Barracks and Sundays down there at the Amini Park as well. And Bissini, the POM Super League continues, some great action down there after the NSL. And of course at the Monia Bava Park, the home of rugby, CIU heads into crunch time, and this weekend's main game will be between Nova and Harlequins, and Harlequins competition leaders, Nova looking to cement their place in the top 4, and also on Saturday, as we heard earlier, the Push Push trial match that'll be on. So wherever you are, stay safe, play fair, and we'll see you all same time, same place, right here on your number 1 MTV.